Alright, so here are the three. Repugnus, Scattershot, and Ransack GTS. After freeing them from their twist tie prison and their taped prison, took me about, 20 minutes. There's so much crap holding them together. I'm going to start off going from my favorite to my least favorite. So probably, okay, Ransack GTS and Scattershot are both my favorites, so I'm going to start with, actually, just Scattershot. Dang it, the gun doesn't stay on there well. It's just laying in there, pretty much. So here's Scattershot, not even a repaint, you know. I don't even, well, since Cybertron was a long time ago, the Cybertron series, but I don't remember him having a gun like this. I don't remember this gun at all. I don't. I just remember there being a peg there on the Cybertron Scattershot, and there's nothing going to it. I never remember there being a peg, because I remember when I first bought my Cybertron Scattershot, and heck, when I saw them every day, all they were was this. I never saw the gun until I saw this when I bought it today. So, that was a little new feature for me, you could say. But I don't really care if it was in the pack or not originally. I just thought it was kind of odd for me. Normally I remember all the weapons and all the crap that it comes with. They do come with their cyber keys, and they are so reminiscent to the original ones that they still have the codes that you would type online on Transformers.com on them. S67K for Scattershot, which that feature is long gone. And if you still put it in, his missile launcher still pop up. But I still can't get over the fact they still printed it on there, those numbers. So, to transform him, it's exactly the same. What you want to do is pop off this gun, pull down the legs, fold out the feet, transform the feet here. Then you want to go around like that, pull it down. I like to turn these around like that, turn around the hands. Then you got Scattershot. You can see his giant ass missiles there. Which are actually pretty big on my part. They're about the size of Scattershot, so, you know, that's actually pretty daggone big missile. But very cool. He can hold his gun if he wants. You know, it says originally that before he became his Cybertron defense mold-ish person guy, that it said he was actually pretty weak, and he knew it. But, you know, if he knew it, why didn't he do anything about it? But, you know, there's Scattershot. Now on to Ransack GTS. It's a repaint of the original Ransack, original Ransack. Not any differences noticeably from the Ransack GTS originally, because that's what they still call it. So, transform him. What you're trying to do is pull down the legs, split the wheel, fold out the heel bit there. You want to split the arms, pull them down like that, and flip down this bit, which will form his chest and reveal his head. So there you have him. He does come with a cyber key and still has the numbers on the back too. And then you insert it in here, and the gun pops out. I sometimes like to keep I'm probably going to keep the cyber key in there so I don't lose it. But there he can have his gun in his hand if he wants, you know, to shoot some Autobots, if he wants. You know, maybe he's the Peacemaker one day, you know. Same exact thing, same exact Ransack GTS, same color, same mold, same everything. So there is Ransack GTS, and now on to my least favorite, Repugnus. He does come with his cyber key too, and once again has the numbers on the back. They're a little hard. There we go. See, you insert it to the side, and a blade pops out of his head. This case, since it's the Autobot one, it's a red blade. He has an Autobot symbol on his left hip. does not have one on his right. Transform him. What you want to do first is pop off the tail, and then split the face, which I had to get in there pretty good. There we go. Turn it down. Now, I've actually noticed just the slight beginning of mold degradation on these. So, you know, you got to be careful. And they have some minor paint app issues. So I noticed that when I got mine, so that the paint apps weren't the best. So I actually found one that everything was perfect, so that was pretty good on my part. You can tab the weapon into the jaw of into the lower jaw of the one half of the dino head, so he can hold his mace thing, and so he can hold it in one of his dino hands. So he still has these little tiny hands for no rhyme or reason. And you can still have the blade come out of his head, which, you know, if for some reason why he has a blade coming out of his head, you know, really wouldn't that not be a big feature, because he has a mace which is just as sharp, and if you're trying, normally it should be like an extended weapon like Ransack or Scattershot. That's just what I think. So he doesn't have to get up in close hand-to-hand combat for this, for his Cyber Key bit. You know, it's just a Scout class figure. Cybertron, as I know, was the last series to have with the Scout figures that actually were in the show, like Scattershot Scout figure, Undermine, Ransack, Breakdown, Clocker. There's one more I'm missing. Overhaul. And who else am I missing? Jeez, I just had it on the top of my head. But there was a lot of them that had Scout figures and were in the show. Movie, they were all the Target exclusive Scouts. And now the Scouts are actual figures, and they aren't in the series at all. So, so here is the set of the Warriors from 3 Worlds, 2 Autobots, and 1 Decepticon. 2 Autobots that are most likely going to kick that I'm sure Scattershot himself could kick. Could defeat Ransack GTS, but, you know, never know. Maybe they like to work together for once, which they never actually met in the show, and neither actually Repugnus wasn't even in the show. But there you have it, the 3-pack of Warriors from 3 Worlds, consisting of Scout class Cybertron, Scattershot, Ransack GTS, and Repugnus.